If your car's over 100,000 miles, makes weird noises, and just doesn't drive like it used to, stop what you're doing. Because right now, you're about to learn 10 simple, proven tricks that can make any old car feel like it just rolled out of the showroom. You don't need fancy tools, you don't need a mechanic's degree, but you do need to know these secrets that most auto shops will never tell you. By the end of this video, you'll discover how to restore lost horsepower, silence rough idles, and even make your transmission shift like new, all for less than the cost of a tank of gas. Let's dive in. Section 1. The truth about old cars. Here's a hard fact. Cars don't actually wear out. They age out because of neglected maintenance and chemical breakdowns. Think about it. Engines are built to last 300,000 plus miles, but most never make it that far. Why? Because small habits, the ones you'll learn today, make all the difference between a tired engine and one that runs like new at 200,000 miles. Veteran mechanic Steve Brunner, who's restored over 500 high-mileage engines, says, "Engines don't die from wear. They die from sludge, poor air, and low-quality fuel, things 90% of drivers ignore." So today, we're flipping that script, starting with the most powerful trick of all. Trick number 1, the 5-minute throttle body revival. If your car idles rough, stalls randomly, or feels sluggish when you accelerate, your throttle body is probably coated with carbon. This buildup strangles airflow, confuses sensors, and kills fuel efficiency. Here's how to bring it back to life. Buy a can of throttle body cleaner, not carb cleaner. Remove the air intake tube. Spray around the throttle plate and gently wipe away black residue with a microfiber cloth. Don't flood it, just a light cleaning is enough. You'll immediately notice smoother idling and sharper throttle response. And here's the crazy part. Mechanics charge $150 plus for this 5-minute trick you can do for under $10. Trick number 2, the fuel system detox mechanics don't mention. Even if you use premium gas, fuel injectors get dirty over time. Tiny carbon deposits throw off spray patterns, leading to poor combustion and wasted fuel. The solution? Run a professional-grade injector cleaner like Chevron Techron or Liqui-Moly Jectron every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Don't waste your money on cheap $5 bottles from gas stations. They're mostly alcohol and coloring agents. Experts at AA's Automotive Research Center found that high-quality detergents restore fuel economy by up to 4% and reduce emissions by 12%. It's one of the simplest ways to make your engine run smoother, quieter, and cleaner, like new. Trick number 3, the oil additive shield that stops engine wear cold. Old engines don't die because of age. They die because oil loses its protective strength. Modern oils are excellent, but after 80,000 miles, internal tolerances widen, and standard oil film can't protect everything anymore. That's why many pro mechanics use molybdenum or zinc-based oil additives like Liqui-Moly MOS2 or ZDDP+. These additives bond to metal surfaces, forming a microscopic protective layer that reduces friction by up to 50%, proven in SAE lubricant testing. What does that mean for you? Cooler running temps, longer engine life, and quieter cold starts. Add it during your next oil change, and your engine will thank you every time you hit the ignition. Trick number 4, the transmission. Relearn reset most people skip. You ever notice how your transmission feels jerky or hesitant after years of driving? That's because it learns your driving habits, even the bad ones, and adjusts shifting accordingly. Here's the fix. The transmission relearn reset. Turn your key to the on position without starting the engine. Press the gas pedal all the way down and hold for 15 seconds. Turn the key off and release the pedal. Wait 2 minutes, then start the car and drive gently for 10 to 15 minutes. This process resets your transmission control module, TCM, forcing it to relearn smooth shifting patterns. Mechanics use this trick daily after transmission servicing, but they rarely tell customers about it. Do this once every few months, and your gearbox will feel like it just got a tune-up. Trick number 5. Clean the sensor trio that controls your performance. 3 small sensors secretly control how efficiently your car runs. A MAF sensor, mass airflow, regulates air intake. MAP sensor, manifold absolute pressure, monitors engine load. O2 sensor, controls fuel mixture through exhaust readings. When these sensors get dirty, the ECU miscalculates fuel delivery, causing rough, idle, poor acceleration, and low MPG. To clean them, use MAF cleaner. Never touch the sensor wires. Spray a few times and let it dry completely before reinstalling. This single trick can restore lost power and improve mileage by up to 10%, according to independent dyno testing by Project Farm and Engineering Explained. Trick number 6. The cabin air filter. Mistake that costs you MPG. Most drivers forget this one, the cabin air filter. You think it's just for air conditioning comfort, but when it's clogged, your car's HVAC system strains the alternator, increasing engine load. Result? Higher fuel consumption and reduced performance? Replace it every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, or once a year. You'll instantly notice fresher airflow, less engine strain, and even improved throttle response since your alternator works more efficiently. Plus, it keeps pollen, dust, and road grime from coating your evaporator fins, something even detailers forget to clean. Trick number 7. Tire pressure tuning for smoothness and efficiency. Uneven or low tire pressure doesn't just affect ride comfort. It directly impacts fuel economy and suspension wear. According to the US Department of Energy, keeping tires inflated to the correct PSI improves gas mileage by up to 3% and extends tire life by thousands of miles. Here's the trick the pros use. Check tire pressure when tires are cold before driving. Inflate to the pressure listed on your door jamb sticker, not the tire sidewall. Rotate every 5,000 to 6,000 miles for even wear. A balanced, properly inflated tire setup makes even an old car feel brand new on the road. Trick number 8. The engine mount. Check that stops vibration fatigue. If your car shakes at stoplights or vibrates under acceleration, don't just blame the engine. Old, worn-out motor mounts can transfer vibrations straight to the cabin, making your car feel ancient. Here's how to check. Open the hood, put the car in gear, with your foot firmly on the brake. If the engine visibly shifts or clunks, your mounts are likely worn. Replacing mounts instantly transforms how your car feels. You'll be shocked at how solid, smooth, and new your ride becomes. No more dashboard rattles or steering wheel tremors. It's one of the most underrated upgrades for aging vehicles. Trick number 9. The PCV valve secret that restores engine breathing. Here's a system almost no one talks about, the positive crankcase ventilation valve, or PCV valve. This tiny $10 part quietly controls how your engine breathes. It vents pressure, moisture, and gases from the crankcase. But when it clogs, everything goes downhill fast. A dirty PCV valve traps oil vapor and sludge inside your engine. That buildup chokes your pistons, ruins seals, and causes oil consumption that makes your engine feel tired even if it's healthy inside. Here's how to check it. Locate your PCV valve, usually on the valve cover or near the intake manifold. Pull it out while the engine's off. Shake it. If it rattles, good. If it's silent or sticky, replace it. You can clean it with carb cleaner if it's metal, but if it's plastic, just replace it. It's not worth the risk. After replacement, you'll notice a smoother idle, fewer oil leaks, and more stable fuel trims. It's one of those small details mechanics clean on their own cars, but never mention to customers. Trick number 10. The engine flush renewal. Trick mechanics swear by. You've changed oil before, but here's what most drivers don't realize. Even after draining your oil, 10 to 20% of old sludge and carbon stays behind in the crankcase, especially around tight oil channels and hydraulic lifters. That residue slowly mixes with fresh oil and degrades it faster, making your new oil change only half effective. Here's how pros fix it. Before your next oil change, pour a dedicated engine flush product like liqui moly engine flush or seafoam motor treatment into your old oil. Let the car idle for 10 to 15 minutes. Drain everything, sludge, varnish, and all. Then refill with fresh synthetic oil and a high-quality filter. This process can free up sticky lifters, improve oil pressure, and even quiet ticking noises that you thought were permanent. Professional mechanics like Scotty Kilmer and Chris Fix both recommend this trick for restoring old engines, but they warn, never rev or drive while flushing, just idle. Let chemistry do the work. You'll feel the difference on the first startup. Quieter, smoother, stronger. Bonus tip, the ground wire revival that wakes up your electronics. Most people think electrical problems mean failing sensors or bad alternators, but 80% of the time, it's just corrosion on your ground wires. Those small black cables that connect your engine, chassis, and battery are responsible for completing every circuit. When they corrode, your sensors read wrong, lights flicker, and the ECU misfires commands. Here's how to fix it like a pro. Disconnect your battery's negative terminal. Locate the ground straps, usually one near the engine block and one to the chassis. Use a wire brush or sandpaper to clean both ends until shiny. Reinstall and tighten securely. This trick costs $0 and takes 10 minutes, but it can restore proper sensor readings, improve idle stability, and even make your starter crank faster. Mechanics call it an electronic tune-up. You'll just call it magic. Real-life proof, a mechanic's 300,000-mile Toyota case study. Let's look at one real example. Master technician James Hooper from Colorado applied these same 10 steps on his 2004 Toyota Camry with 312,000 miles. Before the maintenance, his car idled rough, the transmission lagged, and fuel mileage dropped to 21 miles per gallon. After performing the throttle body cleaning, injector flush, PCV replacement, and engine flush, the car's idle stabilized, acceleration improved, and fuel economy jumped to 28 miles per gallon. No engine rebuild, no expensive sensors, just small, consistent resets that rejuvenated an aging vehicle. His words? You can't buy reliability, you have to maintain it. Do these steps regularly, and any car can feel new again. Now, let's be honest. How many of these tricks did you actually know before this video? Be real. Drop a comment below with the number. And if you've ever tried one of these methods and saw results, share your story. Your experience might help someone else keep their car alive another 100,000 miles. Viewers love to read comments that confirm results. It builds community, trust, and engagement. So, let's recap quickly. These 10 tricks might sound simple, but they attack the root causes of car aging. Carbon buildup, dirty sensors, restricted air and oil flow, ignored breathing systems. You don't need a shop. You don't need thousands of dollars. You just need awareness. And a few hours every few months to bring your engine back to life. Now, here's the best part. In the next video, I'll show you how to perform a hidden car computer reset that restores your engine's idle, throttle response, and even transmission logic, all without a single tool. It's the kind of reset dealerships perform behind closed doors, but you'll be able to do it in under 60 seconds. So don't miss it. Hit subscribe, tap that bell icon, and share this with anyone who thinks their old car is too far gone. Because with the right habits, even a 20-year-old engine can feel brand new again.